This is the house that love built. I'm Lisa Patton, and this is the Ronald McDonald House that's been serving our community for 25 years. I've had the good fortune to be a part of our telecast for most of that time, and the great blessing to meet so many of the families who've called this house their home. People like the Lacey's from Livingston, the Smiths from Hohenwald, the Litchfields from Hopkinsville. Families with seriously ill children in our area hospitals, they need to be close to those children. The family needs to be together, and the Ronald McDonald House provides that. The need is great. The waiting list is long. Let's meet some of those people who took the Ronald McDonald House from a dream to reality.
Around 79, 78, Dr. Lukens realized that a dream would be to have a house for families in which to stay while their child was in the hospital.
The diagnosis of a life-threatening disorder in one's child is absolutely devastating. And you superimpose on that the need to be away from home, away from the family, living in strange conditions without the amenities that we take for granted, and that compounds the tragedy.
I've seen families being separated from their children and what that does to the child. The parents can be here. Then the parent gets to have their other children close by, and that makes them feel more whole. They take that wholeness over to the child in the hospital. And it's a very integral part of healing.
The child doesn't get better without the family in many situations, and that's why the Ronald McDonald House is so badly needed.
If the walls inside the Nashville Ronald McDonald House could talk, boy, would they tell some tales. Tales of emotions, of families living at this home away from home while their children receive treatment at area hospitals. They would tell you of comfort and support folks received from staff, volunteers, and other families. They would talk of tears, of laughter, of making new friends, of new lives, and young lives lost way too soon. They would tell stories of healing, of hope, and of amazing courage. Most of all, these walls would explain how they shelter and protect so many families during such a great time of need.
I can't even imagine what we did before this house. And I can't imagine not having this house, because it's truly a blessing.
It was the summer of 1990. Groundbreaking for the Nashville Ronald McDonald House took place. After months of planning, fundraising, construction, and tireless efforts by volunteers, the Ronald McDonald House became a reality in July of 1991. Its mission to provide shelter and support for families with seriously ill children receiving care here at our area hospitals. Families who have stayed at the house are forever grateful.
And it has definitely helped us, and I know since we've experienced it, we're going to give back one day to it.
And just because of us, I mean, just us, it's helped us so much, so there's no telling how many families that it's helped.
And also, like, if there's a future family coming in, I mean, it's going to be okay, and this place can help you a lot.
The original house had 16 rooms and was about 12,000 square feet. When a family arrives at the house, they feel like they're walking into their own living room, kitchen, or bedroom. They feel right at home.
It was exactly what I needed at that time. I didn't have to worry about food or washing my clothes or, having a place to stay.
With its convenient location to area hospitals, the demand for this family-oriented facility grew quickly.
There was a need to expand on day one because the house was full. There was always a waiting list.
In 1997, a 2-year capital campaign took place, raising $2.5 million to double the size of the house and the amount of families it could serve.
The community as a whole has embraced the Ronald McDonald House. I mean, it's just, it gives you chills when you just see people come to donate detergent and the organizations that come and cook for the families. And I think Tennessee is a volunteer state, and we do bring in those volunteers.
Today is the groundbreaking for our new expansion
Corporations, organizations, and individuals throughout the community, as well as local McDonald owner-operators, helped with fundraising for this expansion.
Ronald McDonald House, it's our charity of choice with owner-operators, so this is where we devote a lot of our energy to raise money. We have canisters in our store to raise money, and talking to people and making sure they understand that it's not McDonald's giving a lot of money to the house. It's really the efforts locally of local owner-operators.
We usually have about 5 to 7 families on our waiting list trying to get in.
In September of 1999, the new and improved Nashville Ronald McDonald House was completed with more space to house more families. Some rooms included a small kitchen and living area for those families with children that are immune suppressed. The design and layout of the house was planned with its residents in mind.
When people come through our front door, they're sometimes like a deer in the headlights. They've just maybe gotten a really terrible news about an illness with their child. They aren't expecting to be here, and it's nice to be able to walk into our house. And it is a big place, but at the same time, we try to make it as homey as we can. And so there are quilts on the walls, and there's comfy couches and places for people to relax, and all the things in our house are just like the things at your house. And so, but we have 32 bedrooms and 37 bathrooms. So, it's just on a little larger scale.
Y'all welcome to have some snacks.
In 2004, Nashville's first Ronald McDonald House family room opened at the Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt. This room is an extension of the house where family and friends of seriously ill children staying at the hospital can get away a bit, enjoy a snack or a rest just down the hall from their child's hospital room.
I thank the Lord for places like Ronald McDonald House. We stayed here during our time when she was sick and don't know what we would have done had it not been for them, and the people here were so kind.
Every room at the Ronald McDonald House continues to be full every night of the year. As we look to the future, those involved know that another expansion will be needed soon.
There's a greater need of the home now because of the complexity of childhood illnesses. Whether it continues to grow in its structure or whether it continues to grow in the love, which I think is inevitable, that's where the growth will be. And as more and more children come to receive the care, the families need the support of a home